2022 is going to be an extremely busy year when it comes to strongman comps. Obviously, last year we had that condensed season.
Yes.
This year, all things being well, we will have a full season to focus on. And we thought we'd bring to you the current competitions that are set in date, and also just take a little educated look at where we think some of the other shows will be. So you've got a good idea of when things will happen, so you can tune in and make sure you don't miss any of your favourite strongman shows this year. So we're going to bring you the shows that are guaranteed. Their dates have been set. So starting off with Força Bruta, this takes place in Brazil, and it's going to be on the 13th of February. It's the first show of the year. It's normally a very small show in terms of the amount of athletes.
4
or 5 athletes. You often see Misha Shivlikov. Rauno's competed in it before. I think Terry's done it before.
Yeah, he has.
But it's a show they've been putting on for a few years over there, and it's the first show of the 2022 season.
The next date that we know about is Giants Live first competition this year, Britain's Strongest Man. Just, what is it, barely 5 months after the 2021 competition. It's on the 26th of February and it's in the Sheffield Arena again.
Then just 1 week later, on the 5th and 6th of March, we have the Arnold Classic. Now, I'm super excited to see this return. Obviously, it didn't happen in 2021. It's a stacked lineup. It's going to be an amazing show. And I'm going out to do the commentating.
Yay.
So I'm very, very pleased about that.
Also at the Arnolds, we have the Arnold Pro Strongwoman competition. Now, is there an official lineup for this one yet?
I know the athletes have been invited.
Yes.
So we will check on that.
And we'll do a video about that soon. I'm very excited about this.
Because you're going to go and make sure you're keeping Andrea focused.
Yes. How exciting. What a great start to the year already. It's not even Easter.
So then a month later, we have Europe's Strongest Man on the 2nd of April. Obviously a major part of the Giants Live tour. Europe's Strongest Man is a big show.
Yeah.
The athletes will be looking forward to that one. And again, we're going to be at all the Giants Live shows this year. So super excited for us.
Now, one day after Europe's Strongest Man, on the 3rd, is the Siberian Power Show. Now, this is a bit interesting because if you look at the lineup last year, you had the likes of Rauno, you had Evgeny Markov. Now, we don't know the lineup for Europe's Strongest Man yet, or who's going to get invited. Janasha also. So it will be interesting to see. There might be a bit of conflict there because some people, if they get the invite to Giants, they're not going to go to the
To be quite honest,
Power
there's
Show.
so many great athletes right now, and they're going to be able to choose what they want to go to.
Yeah.
I think if you're an athlete, it's a great time because there's so much to look forward to and competing. So the only Arnold qualifier that we know of that's happening this year is the South American show, which is taking place in Brazil on the 23rd of April.
Yes.
We didn't see any, obviously, last year, and this year's Arnold's has been done more on invite than actual qualification, but for the last few years they did have various qualifiers. They had in South Africa, Australia, Europe, but this is the only one that's been announced so far, so potentially more to come, but for now that's the only one that's been penned in and is definitely happening.
So the next confirmed date we have is the 5th of June and it's UK Strongest Man. Now this is actually a 3-day competition, isn't it? 2 days of qualifiers, 1 day of finals. So it's going to be across the whole weekend, Friday to Sunday. And this one, for people that say, what's the difference between UK's and Britain's? It's different promoters that put it on. So Britain's Strongest Man is Giants Live. UK Strongest Man is Glenn Ross's Ultimate Strongman. Not confusing at all. But I do like UK's. The format is unique. You have the 2 groups and then it's like knockouts, isn't it?
It's tough comp.
Feeding into the
whatever
final.
anyone says about Glenn, he puts a tough comp on.
It's a very tough competition, and also it's a competition anyone can qualify for because they have the regional qualifications to get through to it. So I do like the way this competition's run, and we look forward to watching that one in June.
So next we are back to the Giants Live, and I'm very excited to see the return of this. It's the Strongman Classic happening again at the Royal Albert Hall. Last year's Royal Albert Hall, a major moment for me. My last big official strongman competition. I had an amazing experience there. The arena is incredible.
Stunning.
So if you want to get tickets for a show, I recommend going to that one. It's going to be an epic event.
Next up, on the 6th of August, is another Giants Live competition. It's the World Open and it's in a brand new venue, Cardiff. Giants Live is coming to Wales. Now, I'm very excited. This is literally 45 minutes in a car from us if we're speeding.
More like an hour.
Wow. about. It depends which one of us is driving. But how exciting, Strongman in Wales. I think it's going to be huge. Just like the Glasgow show was, I think Wales are going to welcome the Giants with open arms.
The Welsh fans are going to be mental. It's going to be great. So the following week, the 14th of August, we have the return of the Shaw Classic. Brian has made this contest bigger every single year. I expect nothing different for 2022. Another huge show for the top guys to look forward to.
Then the following month, on the 24th of September, we have, on the website it says Giants Live presents Arnold's UK. So it's the Arnold's that's held by Giants Live at the Arnold Sports Festival UK. Last year it was won by Evan Singleton, and it really was like the sort of the pinnacle of the weekend. Well, in my humble opinion, I think it was like the grand finale of the weekend, and it was a great competition.
It was. And then finally, Giants Live are going back up to Scotland for the World Tour Finals. It's on October the 8th. And we didn't get to go to Scotland last year, so we are really... Well, we did get to go to Scotland, but we didn't get to go for the Giants Live.
Yeah.
We love going up to Scotland.
We do.
We definitely want to be there this year for this event. Giants Live have got a whole host of competitions set out already, but this is all we have so far officially.
There's lots outstanding, isn't there?
Starting off with the biggest of all, World's Strongest Man. When can we expect to see World's Strongest Man this year?
Rumours state now this is unconfirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the last week of May.
That would make sense. And you know, World's Strongest Man, unfortunately, and I say this because it is unfortunate, it'd be nice to know a year in advance.
Of course.
World's Strongest Man are always late in terms of putting the date down. There's many factors that come into play of where they end up going, why they go there, etc., etc. We know it's going to be in America this year because they signed a contract, and it's looking like it's going to be the end of May. Now that can change, but as things stands, we're looking for that kind of time frame.
Clear your diaries because we're going to be refreshing like crazy people. So last year, World's Ultimate Strongman put on 2 shows, the Bahrain competition in the spring and then Dubai in the autumn. Now, the last time we spoke to them, they were looking at Abu Dhabi for April. We don't have confirmation on anything yet, so fingers crossed that they're going to put on some big competitions this year, because I loved having the women and the men compete, and I hope they really try and work on and build that format for 2022.
Yeah, that show in Dubai last year was fantastic. The Bahrain show was great. Hopefully we'll see 2 big shows from the World Ultimate Strongman in 2022. So another big strongman organisation that hasn't yet announced their events is the Strongman Champions League. We are in talks with the organisers, and they are going to send us through their list of events as soon as they have it, and we will update you guys with that.
Also a date and an event we're hoping and waiting to hear about is the 2022 Rogue Invitational. Now, I don't know about it from Rogue's perspective, but I think it was a great success. I absolutely loved watching the show.
I thought it was brilliant, obviously. Absolutely loved working for them. I think their production is brilliant. I think they're really stepping forward and, you know, doing what they can to really help grow the sport. And, you know, Rogue do an incredible job. I saw recently they uploaded the highlights from the show, and that's already had like millions of views. So great to see that popularity growing. And we definitely want to see the Rogue Invitational back in 2022.
And last year it was held on the weekend of Halloween. So if they're sticking to something similar, then expect to see it late October time. And
finally, they haven't announced it yet, but the official Strongman Games, normally happening towards the end of the year, November time. I think we'll be looking at a similar time for 2022. Obviously, lots and lots of national competitions to take place. If you are a promoter and you'd like us to give a little highlight to your show, please feel free to get in touch with us. But these are the events we have confirmed so far. Obviously, when the big announcements for things like World's Strongest Man come, we will be updating straight away. Let us know which events you guys are looking forward to. We have a very busy year coming up. Looking forward to it. Lots of travel, lots of strongman shows.
January's like dead, and we're just like, we're almost waiting for it to hit. But it's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. It's
quite nice having that little downtime.
Break,
But I am looking forward to lots of travel, lots of big events, and some hopefully awesome battles to look forward to. While you're here, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome strength content.